Hey guys, my name is Dan. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So good to have you here. So happy that you're here. Today we'll actually be doing something different. We'll be doing a reading vlog, but we are going to do a Summerween / finishing up the last couple of romance books before the summer ends. So I actually really enjoyed when I did my Summerween reading vlog. I think I picked 5 books for my Summerween reading vlog. I only went through 2 out of the 5. So the 5 were actually Vicious, Uncharmed, The Secret Society of Irregular Witches, Bride, and then the second book of Twilight. I have decided I want to save Twilight for September, so that will be taking off of my Summerween TBR. So we actually also wanted to do something a little different, not just doing a Summerween part 2. I also wanted to add some romance books as well because summer is about to end. You know, the Burr months are coming, and you know what? Why not squeeze a couple more romance books before the Burr? So I actually have a mini TBR here of what I would like to read for this romance / Summerween vlog. So we're gonna rapid fire through them and then we will start the reading vlog. The first book on this list is actually The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but this is basically about witches. This was on my Summerween TBR. I would love to get to this because I actually love witches. I love like witches in my stories. The Uncharmed kind of like series, or It's Rewitched like series with Uncharmed and stuff. There's a new one coming out called Disenchanted. I love those books so much. And I saw this one time, I think it was at Target, and I was like, since I love those books so much, why not try The Secret Society of Irregular Witches? The next book on our little reading vlog TBR is actually Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I actually am very terrified to read Bride because it is a werewolf romance. I am very I have strong opinions about supernatural like beasts in my books. I typically don't really like them. Twilight was such a rare for me because I'm not a huge fan of that stuff, but then Twilight came and I was like, this is low-key kind of good. So I would like to get into this because everybody loves this book, and this low-key was on my Summerween TBR, and I just really want to read this. This has caught my eye for a while now, and I know there's a second book called Mate, and I would just like to read this book and see if I will like it or not. This is like a experiment for me. Now moving on to our 2 romance pick for our little romance / Summerween TBR. The first book is actually In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. Why am I butchering these names? I'm so sorry if I am butchering these names. This is also actually on my monthly TBR. This is my romance pick for this month, and I would really like to get to this because this just sounds so fun. As someone who like doesn't really like romance, this just felt really different, and I just can't wait to read this book and get to it. So this is definitely an option for this little reading vlog. The next and final book is actually Attach the Hip by Christina Riccio. This has actually, I think I pre-ordered this like when it came out. I never read it, but it's basically Survivor meets The Bachelor. That's kind of like what the top says, and I'm looking really interested because I actually really like Survivor. I'm interested in this book, and this kind of gives me like summer vibes. So this is definitely an option for this week's TBR. The first book that I will be picking for the reading vlog is actually In Stormy Weather, just because this is on my monthly TBR and it just has been eyeing me because I got a new shelf and it's low-key like sitting there, and I just really want to get to this, and this just looks really, really exciting. So guys, so I have a different microphone clipped on right now. Well, it's the same microphone, just the top is different. My other one actually was blinking red, and I was just like, okay, I think it needs to be charged. But anyways, today is actually Tuesday. Yesterday I read a little bit off camera. Yesterday I was out of the house and I just wanted to focus on what I was doing out of the house. It was so hot, and then I just came back really, really exhausted. But I do want to let you guys know that I actually read a little bit more of In Stormy Weather. I actually took the dust jacket off because low key, I don't like reading with the dust jacket on. This is the dust jacket in Stormy Weather, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I am on page, I don't know, these pages are so weird. I'm on page 113. I think that was about 27% in. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know if I like it. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm still kind of reading this. I'm not sure if I like it, but I am pretty deep into it. I think my only downside, so like the story is like two meteorologists, they've known each other, they don't like each other, or so it seems. So our main character is a meteorologist. It feels like that story really fits, but the male main character, not the female. The male main character is also a meteorologist, and it kind of is like, I kind of wish he had a different scientific background, if that makes sense. Like, I wish it wasn't meteorologist falling in love with another meteorologist. I wish it was more kind of like meteorologist falling in love with a biologist or something like that. But other than that, I'm gonna kind of like still read this because I'm still intrigued. I'm already invested. I'm like this far into the book. I'm just gonna continue it. I really love how at the end of each chapter we kind of have like a broadcast because our main character has a social media account where she talks about weather and stuff, which is really interesting. But yes, so she has like a Instagram account, not TikTok, where she does like live streams and stuff about the weather. They live in Florida, which honestly is interesting because I've been to Florida once, and that was during spring break one time, one year, in like elementary school. I had a lot of fun there, like in Tampa. One of my favorite YouTube creators is from Tampa, actually. I went to Tampa and a little bit outside of Tampa. Honestly, I had a lot of fun there, and I would like to go to Florida again for Orlando so we can see Disneyland and Epic Universe. I love How to Train Your Dragon. So, anyways, I'm rambling again. So this book honestly is very interesting. The only thing I can say about this is like in the beginning, I don't really like how they just keep running into each other. It just feels very coincidental. Like, yes, but at this point, it's kind of annoying. I wonder if they will work together. Again, I'm going to this blind. I go to my books blind because I feel like that is the best experience that I have. If I know a little bit too much about the book, I typically don't go and pick it up, which is really weird. The only book where I kind of had to like do a deep dive was When the Moon Hatched, and honestly, that has become my favorite book of all time. I have a whole I have a whole reading vlog of me reading When the Moon Hatched. I might just link it up here so you guys can go check that one out as well. Please check it out. I love When the Moon Hatched. It was one of my best books of this year so far. Anyways, I'm rambling again. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this. I think a little thing, like little parts of it is a little eh. I really like the story of like how our main character, her name is Quincy. Yeah, Quincy. I like how our main character is kind of like struggling with fitting into meteorologists because there's mostly men in the field. Sounds familiar? I'm a biologist, so I understand like the in like STEM, like male dominant careers, mostly in STEM. So I don't want to like brush that under the rug. Like it's important to shed light. I really like that in this part because the chapter I just read, they're actually chasing a hurricane, I think. Like they're monitoring a hurricane, and low key there's like a group of men who literally just bash on Quincy. And for me, I just got really angry because the STEM field has that huge problem. And I think I heard my friend told me it's getting a little better. Like females are dominating more careers, which we're so here for it. So that's great. But yeah, I just wanted to say I really like our main character. I love Quincy a lot. It is dual perspective, so we get Quincy and Sebastian, which is the male main character. I think I like Quincy more. I just like her character way more. I don't really like Sebastian. I think the next chapter that I have to read is Sebastian. I don't really like him. I'm sorry. Maybe he gets like a redemption arc and then I love him. But right now, I love Quincy. But yes, I'm gonna continue reading this because honestly, I think I'm enjoying this. Last night, I kind of felt like I was entering a reading slump because I don't know. I miss When the Moon Hush, and I think my brain is like itching to read the second book because I own the second book. It's right here. I am so excited to read the second book of When the Moon Hatch. It's the Ballad of Fallen Dragons. I actually went and got this book because I knew I was going to finish the second book, I mean, the first book. And I was like, I need this book like ASAP. So I have the book. It's been staring at me because my desk is like right across from where my bookshelves are. But yes, I'm gonna continue reading this. I'll let you guys know if I like it. I will update you guys. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm still very much in the beginning, but I like how each thing is like separated by like month. Let me find it. Like July. I think I showed you guys in a clip. July. I like that a lot actually. It's kind of like parts. And then I think we go through August, September, and October. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this and then I'll update you guys if I finish it or start a new book or just update you guys on the book. So yeah. Hey guys, so I actually read a little bit more last night of In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. I am about 40 something, I think like 47% into the book. I'm actually starting to like it now, which is, I think it just actually made it to the August section. I think I showed you guys last night that I made it to the August section. Honestly, I still like Quincy. I am still standing with that. I just really like her. She is a very positive person in my opinion. I actually wanted to show you guys that I actually got two books today. I got fall themed books because I am in that fall mood. Honestly, I am so ready for fall. Like everyone on YouTube and like just on Instagram is doing October, where it's like August and like October and August basically. All the stores have their Halloween decorations. I went to Maxx today and there was such a cute ghost pillow. I really wanted it, but I couldn't bring myself to spend $20 on a pillow. So I was like, it could be nice on my couch, but then it would feel really awkward and stuff. So I decided not to get it because I'm like, I would rather see if I can find some fall themed Snoopy items. I love Snoopy. I'm obsessed with Snoopy, and the festivity times is like high Snoopy season, as I call it. I literally have a whole Halloween section on my shelf. Well, not really Halloween. This is more V.E. Schwab, but her books are so like dark and like very perfect for autumn. And then obviously my Rewitched and then Uncharmed is in the back because I love those series. And Disenchanted is coming out September 8th. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But yeah, I'll show you the books. Let me go get them. I've just been really slow with reading. I've just been playing a lot of video games lately just because after When the Moon Hatched, I just like needed a break. I've been reading like crazy this year. Like definitely this summer, I've been reading like last month I read 7 books. I never read 7 books in a month. Like, that was a new record for me. Like, that's been a record for me for the longest. Like, I have not done that in a while. So, I'm gonna show you guys the books that I got, and then we will continue in stormy weather, and then I hope to make it to either Bride or the very, very secret society of irregular witches. Those are the 2 books that are on my slash Summerween. Like, we're doing like a romance slash Summerween vlog because we are transitioning into the Burr months, as I like to say. I love September. September is actually my favorite month of the whole year. Don't ask why. I just love September. September is just a vibe for me. And it's not even because I go back to school in September. I just love September. Don't ask why. It's just my favorite month. I'm always the happiest in September. So that's a fun fact about me. So we're going into September soon. And yeah, so let me show you the books and then I will. Okay, so I got 2 books when I went to Barnes& Nobles. I was actually looking for one of them, but and then I saw the other one and I was like, let me just grab that one as well. So the book that I was actually looking for was If It Makes You Happy by Julie Julie Olivia. Um I One of my favorite booktubers actually read this, and they said honestly, even though it's such a big, like, it's almost 500 pages, and you're probably wondering like why would you need 500 pages to tell a romance. Apparently this romance is so good that it doesn't even feel like 500 pages. So she said she really liked it. I know a lot of people said they really enjoyed this book. So I just really wanted to try this out. I really love the cover. The cover is stunning. It gives me like Rory Gilmore and Jess vibes. And then the dog, obviously. If you guys have seen Gilmore Girls, I'm sure you guys have. I actually haven't seen Gilmore Girls since COVID. I low-key kind of want to do a rewatch. I actually love Gilmore Girls. I literally will watch until when does Rory get crazy? I think it's like season 3. I will cut it off there. The moment Rory goes to yell, we're ending it. So, yeah. But yeah, I just really want to read this. I actually have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and I would like to get to that this year as well because that's been on my bookshelf for a year now. And I think I want to do this new thing where if a bookshelf has been on my shelf longer than a year and needs to be read like ASAP. So this is one of the picks that I picked. This was actually one of the picks that I wanted really badly, and I'm so glad that I actually found it. So I love this cover so much. I think the special edition is coming out August 18th. I just wanted the regular edition. I didn't want to wait that long. I just got this one. This one is just, I'm excited. So the next book that I actually got is Falling Like Leaves. It gives me the same vibes. I actually don't really know anything about this, but one of the blurbs here is perfect for anyone who starts up their annual Gilmore Girls rewatch at the first sign of fall. This actually just looks so cute. I love this cover so much. So yeah, so that's kind of my day. So yeah, that's about it. I will continue reading in stormy weather because I'm actually really enjoying it. And I feel like this book, since it takes place, I have the dust jacket off, but since it takes place in Florida, I know Florida gets really awful weather from June till like October because it's hurricane season. And I'm actually learning so much about that. Like, I'm like, this feels like a meteorologist, textbook. I'm learning so much and I love when books like really teach you something new but in such a like accessible way. There we go. I got it. I like when books do that. Like, I think that's so important, and I'm learning so much about Florida and their condition in during June to like October, and I'm quite excited. I really really like this, and I like how I'm just gonna show you an example. I like how like some chapters start with like text messages. One thing about me is when it comes to like romance books, I love text messages in my books. I think they're just so like that's so interesting and I really, really like that. So I kind of like this book because it really is gravitating away from like the summer, like it's hot outside, and it's more gravitating towards kind of like rainy season. As you guys know, that's probably approaching for some of you guys. For me, no. We're gonna have probably a heat wave in October. Knowing California. But yeah, that's it for today. And I'm just gonna continue reading and I'll let you guys know if I either finish it, have any thoughts on it, or anything else. Hey guys, so I actually just finished In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. I actually really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars just because towards the end it was kind of like getting annoying. Like it kind of got a little bit repetitive, and I was like, okay, we get it now, guys. So I kind of wish it was a little bit shorter, but other than that, the story was very enjoyable. This was a romance. Was a romance between two meteorologists that they've known each other for a while. You could clearly tell that the male main character who had a thing for her for a while. It was like her best friend's brother. I actually really loved the female main character. There were certain lines that I actually ended up underlining. The female main character struggles a lot with being a woman in the STEM field, which I actually really enjoyed that. As someone who is a biologist, I am a woman in a STEM field. It was really nice to see that she was struggling as well, with kind of like men being the top of the industry and stuff, and like just really seeing what women have to go through in order to be basically on the same level as them. I really liked certain parts of that. I really liked our female main character. She was very, very fun to read. I felt like we had more chapters about Sebastian, which is our male main character, than our female main character. I kind of wish we had more chapters of our female main character. It felt like we didn't have a lot of screen time with her. Well, reading time, page time. I wonder what that would be. Would it be screen? It wouldn't be screen time because I'm not watching her as a character. I'm reading her. So it would be page time. I would say page time. Coining a new name, guys. We're doing page time now. But anyways, I kind of felt like there wasn't really enough time with her. I felt like we were focusing a lot on Sebastian, which was okay in my opinion, but I kind of wished we had more time with Quincy, which is the female main character. But other than that, I really enjoyed this story. It was very interesting. I learned so much about meteorology that I didn't even know that was missing in my life. It was really interesting. I mean, I learned about different things that, they're in Florida, so they deal with a lot of hurricanes and stuff. And that was very interesting to learn about like cloud formations and stuff. Like I really enjoyed that. That was one of the funnest parts of this novel for sure. I really, really enjoyed that aspect. I wish there was more. I think this book did a better job than I think it was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I wasn't a huge fan of that book. I don't really like Ali Hazelwood's writing. This is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I that was the only book I read about her, maybe her writing has improved. I actually have Bride on my shelves, so I definitely want to give her another go. This book did a better job of explaining kind of like what meteorologists do and stuff, and I actually really, really enjoyed that. This was very refreshing to read and stuff. Like, I really, really, really liked this book. So, yes, so we finished one book, which is In Stormy Weather, which is perfect because that also satisfies my monthly TBR, which I'm really happy to be reading the first book that I picked. When I read When the Moon Hatched, it just took forever. I just really wanted to like focus and digest that. So, we are going to pick the next book that I'm going to read. Okay, so I picked two books that I would like to read next. The first one being Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which is funny because I just talked about, yeah, Ali Hazelwood. I actually would like to try this because this is actually, I think she's a vampire and she falls in love with a werewolf. Very Twilight vibes. I do not like supernatural creatures. This is a problem. I actually read the first book of Twilight. I actually enjoyed it. I read it because my best friend loves Twilight. So I was like, let me just read it. Let's see if I like it. I actually really enjoyed it. I actually give it 3 stars. I think it was more for me, like, if I had to say the 3 stars was more, it was about to enter into 4 stars, but it didn't quite make it there. I have not read the rest of the series. I still need to read that, but we're saving that for a different time. But I would like to read this. Maybe we can pick up Mate for October, potentially. So this is definitely an option. I'm just gonna put them down here. The next one is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. One thing about me is I love witches. I love stories that just have witches. It's probably the Harry Potter girl coming out from me. I love Harry Potter so much. Like, I grew up with Harry Potter. I've always wanted to be a witch. I always wanted to like have a hat with a cat. And I love Kiki's Delivery Service, which is the Studio Ghibli movie. I just love witches in my story. So I don't really know too much about this one. It's by Sangu Mandana. I'm not sure if I said that right. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But I do know she wrote another one which is like the secret. I'm not sure. I might save the witchy book for October because or next month even because I low key want to have a witchy month. Oh, but I'm getting disenchanted in September. I forgot about that. Tempeh Story and Tempeh Story by R.F. Kuang and Disenchanted come out on the same day. And I have those pre-ordered like from a long time ago. And they are both coming on that day. But one of them is witchy vibes and the other one is R.F. Kuang, obviously. I only have 4 books of R.F. No, 3 books of R.F. Kuang to finish is The Poppy War and literally Yellowface, which is on my Kindle, which I will be reading this month. I promise. But anyways, I'm not sure which one I should pick. I will think about it and then I will let you guys know. Hey guys, so I've actually decided, I actually sent in pictures of my friend asking if they would pick for me, but I think they went to sleep. It is a little bit late, but I just wanted to do this really quickly with you guys because I would like to get a start on it tomorrow after I do my work. Maybe I can find the audiobook for the book that I chose, but the book that I'm picking is actually Bride by Ali Hazelwood. It's been on my TBR for a really long time, and I just want to see if I like it. If I don't like it, I can unhaul it. I don't have to read Mate, but I Hey guys, so I'm reading a little bit of Bride. I got about, not even, I'm on page 36. I read a little bit. But I have some work to do, so I'm gonna make myself another coffee. I woke up so early today. I'm just really stressed right now. I don't know, like I have a lot of anxiety today. I'm just gonna do my work for school because I am a college student. It's my last year of college, basically, like my last year of UCLA and just like my college career. And then I go to med school. That's crazy. Anyways, so I'm gonna do my assignments because I'm taking summer classes. I'm gonna do my assignments and then we'll probably read a little bit more of Bride. But right now I need another coffee because I'm literally dying. And then, yeah, and then some water because I'm severely dehydrated for some reason. So that is what we're gonna be doing right now. Yeah, so I'll update you guys if I read a little bit more or if anything else occurs. Hey guys, so if you hear a little bit of background noise, it's because my fan is on. I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. I actually read, I actually listened to the audiobook for Bride. Um, I'm not sure if I'm liking it. I will read a little bit more to see, but I do not think it's just my cup of tea. That kind of rhymed. But I'm about, I think the audiobook said I was about like 45% in. So I'm about like almost halfway. Which, I don't know, I don't think it's like my cup of tea, which is totally okay. Maybe it changes. I do not really like Ali Hazelwood's writing. Do not come for me. It's just she feels very like she writes very Gen Z. Like she literally mentioned LARPing in like chapter 2. It was, if you don't, there's a whole thing happening with LARPing. I still don't know what it means. Like, I still don't know what it means. But it was a little weird, and then it just feels like she says a lot of, like, oh, I'm feeling just peachy. Like, girl, you can use something else. I'm not here to bash on Allie Hazelwood. It's just she is not my cup of tea. I mean, I tried with Bride. I don't think I will read Mate, but I will continue this book and I will kind of see if I feel like continuing with Mate and stuff. But I just don't. Hey guys, so I actually am about halfway through Bride by Allie Hazelwood. This is the book I'm reading. I actually listened to it mostly on audiobook because I wanted to play a game, like a video game, and I sometimes audiobook my books and play games. I don't think it's my thing. I'm gonna finish it because I'm already halfway through, but I honestly don't think it's my thing. I don't really like, again, if you guys like Allie Hazelwood, good for you. Like, but I respectfully don't think she's for me. Her writing just feels very like Gen Z, if that makes sense. Like her writing just does feels very like it just feels like it's written to be easy. Like it reads like a Wattpad fan fiction in a way. It's okay. It's not my favorite. Honestly, I don't think I will continue Mate just cuz, or if I do continue Mate, I would not buy the physical copy. I will probably just read it on my Kindle, but I will finish it today. I do have some things I have to do today, but I will try to finish it today. So, hey guys, so I actually finished Bride by Ali Hazelwood this evening. I actually did most of it on audiobook because I really wanted to play some video games. Speaking of video games, I really wanted to play Genshin today. I loved Genshin Impact when I was in high school, and I went into I put in my credentials for my account and it said the account did not exist, which was really disappointing because I love that account. I have like Hutao and Kazuha and everything. So I actually made an alt account and then I found my old UID and like an old Discord chat when I literally shared it with to like a group of friends at the time. We were all playing Genshin at the time. And I put that in and it looks like my account was still alive. So I love Genshin. Genshin is one of those games that I always come back to after a while. Like I take a break from it, but then I always come back. Especially now that the new update, the Schnitzenia update came out, which looks stunning. I would love to play, but by Ali Hazelwood, and I just wanted to talk about it. I actually did not enjoy this book. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars just because I made it through and there were certain things that I liked. I really liked our character of Serena. I really liked Anne. I really liked how Misery was basically trying to search for her friend. I really liked that aspect. But honestly, this was not a fun read for me, and I think I'm gonna unhaul this. If I ever want to pick up the sequel, I will probably just read it on my Kindle. It's not worth buying it. I was just really thrown off. Her name is Misery. That really just throws me off, like really badly. And I don't know. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the whole take on and vampire and werewolves. Honestly, it was just not my thing. I just really did not like it. If you like Bride, that's totally fine. Everyone likes what they like. But honestly, it was just not for me. I think Ali Hazelwood as an author is just not for me. I mean, I read The Love Hypothesis, which I think a movie is coming out of of like I think it's a movie. It's coming out of that book. I really did not I didn't like it. I didn't like this one either. I think I mentioned before that her writing feels very Gen Z. Like it just feels very, very Gen Z. I am Gen Z, but I'm just noticing as I'm growing up, I'm just realizing that books just like romance books, it's really hard for me to find a really good romance book. So, yeah, that is my take on the book. I think it's a 3 stars for me. Just cuz I went through the book and there were certain aspects of it that I liked. I didn't like her writing. I do not like that. Ali Hazelwood's writing. Again, this book was just not for me. If you enjoy Ali Hazelwood, that's totally fine. No judgment there. I'm not going to bash on you for liking Ali Hazelwood. It was just not for me. So, yeah. So that is it for now. I'll let you guys know anything else later. I just realized that I said that I will let you guys know of anything else, but I just realized that this week's like reading vlog is actually complete. I did a romance slash Summerween type reading. I can only read 2 books a week, guys. I'm a very, very slow reader. I am busy. I'm a college student, full-time college student. And I'm taking summer classes. So I just get really busy, guys. And of course, I also like to enjoy other things as well. Saturday was just really intense for me. I was doing a lot. I was out the whole day, literally. So, yeah. So, with that being said, the video is unfortunately over for this week. I'm so sad that it's over. It was really, really, really nice to have you guys, along with this little vlog. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, you guys can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well as Goodreads. Want to get a Fable out, guys, but I just don't know how to use Fable. So if you guys know how to utilize Fable, please let me know. I am learning here. I love learning new things. I just love this part. Like, I love being a book content creator, even though I don't have a lot of people. But, I'm here for the ride. I'm so grateful you guys are here. And honestly, I will be seeing you guys in the next video.